Hey, Screen Teamers, we are back and we're getting ready to review another movie for you. This one is called Blockers. It's a comedy that came out in 2018, and it's a movie about three parents trying to stop their daughters from losing their virginity on prom night. And to help us review this film is Kyle. First off, Kyle, how you doing today, man?
Hey, doing fantastic. Glad that you guys called me in to deliver the good word on Blockers, and a lot of good words.
All right, well, give me the good word on it, man. You just recently saw it. What were your thoughts? Was it a good comedy?
Very good. Keep the children out of the room. Just immediate disclaimer: do not let your kids watch this film. Definitely for the adults. It stars John Cena, of course. If you're a wrestling fan, you know who he is. Even if you're not, he's to the point you know who he is. It also features Mark Wahlberg and Leslie Mann, and they find out through the means of emoji text as they are learning. They're learning how teenagers today speak. That their daughters, who have all grown up together, are intent on losing their virginity on the night of their senior prom. It was outstandingly hilarious and very raunchy at times. You'll see, if you're a wrestling fan and you listen to the show, you'll see John Cena in a light you never have before.
Okay, so I'm curious. John Cena, wrestling legend. How is he as an actor? Was he good?
He honestly, from the films I've seen him in, he fits well in these adult R-rated comedies, and that's contrary to how he's been portrayed on television and WWE for so many years. But he seems really comfortable doing these types of comedies. He was hilarious. He's a very campy. He's a sports dad, and his daughter, he raised her as a tomboy, but he's now having to adjust to her getting, into her feminine side, and he's not adjusting well to it. He dresses very much like a 50s howdy-doody dad, and it's hilarious.
I love that, man. That's awesome. So I'm assuming from seeing the trailer that there's a lot of hilarity, a lot of compromising positions that these parents have to go through to stop their kids from losing their virginity, correct?
Yes, it's completely out of control. There are scenes involving chugging beer and a unconventional means. I'm going to let that one be to the imagination of the viewer and listener. But there's that. There's the car. Their car blows up on the side of the road trying to stop their children. It gets so ridiculous in a modern R-rated comedy setting. It's really funny, but once again, this is something you watch with your friends, significant other. Definitely not for the children. I usually would say that about any movie with Mark Wahlberg in it, to be quite honest.
All right, so let me ask you. You saw this with your significant other. What did she think about it?
She could not stop laughing. Like, she really, really enjoyed this film. Normally she's more of a horror movie type of person. She does enjoy comedies, but she's not super big on ha-has like I am, per se. Where that's one of our opposites. That she's not a comedy person, I am, but I'm not a horror movie person either. She greatly enjoyed this film, and at the end of it, there's actually there's some good bonding moments between the parents and the children after all the hijinks and hilarity and jocularity all come to pass. I'll just say this movie, once it gets going, goes off the rails really bad.
All right, so I got to be real sensitive with this next question. Did you being the father of a young girl, did you learn anything from this movie to help you in the future?
A little. I'm watching this film and envisioning, trying to not to envision, but also at the same time, when my daughter becomes 17, 18 years old, senior prom, and may want to get to that point. And a part of me is thinking, okay, I could handle it maturely, or I could handle it like a combination of the male parents in this movie and Martin Lawrence and Will Smith in Bad Boys 2. If I combine all of those together, there's a possibility I may get in trouble.
I would love to see that, Kyle. Please do the latter. Please don't be mature. Okay, do the latter on that. Okay, I would love to see that.
I need a co-signer. I mean, well, you don't have a daughter, you have a son, but I mean, are you willing to be my co-signer on there? We could get Jake. You
Sure.
know.
My son isn't dating until he's like 30, so that's what he's got going for him.
Well, she can't. You know, she can't date until I start getting my early bird special. I mean, that's only.
I like that early bird special. That's awesome. Let me ask you, Kyle, is this a multiple watch for you? I know you've seen it once, but is this a movie you'd want to see again?
Oh, definitely. We own it, so I would highly recommend if you're into adult R-rated comedies. I definitely would recommend this. Also, if you're a wrestling fan and you want to see John Cena in a different facet, doing different kind of content than what you're accustomed to seeing, I definitely recommend checking it out. You won't see him the same again after you watch this movie if you are a wrestling fan.
All right, there you go. The movie is called Blockers, and you can find it on DVD. Kyle, thank you for the insight, brother.
Hey, anytime, man. Glad to be on the show.
All right, there's Kyle. I'm Chris. We're part of the Screen Team, and remember, we want you to know before you go.